Hello everybody, this is Loki and welcome back to Phoenix Wright. So we're gonna continue this trial now. So we'll take this. I can't believe it. Acro? It's pretty shocking, isn't it? It definitely is, and to think he was always the most straightforward of the group. Jeebus. Am I that hated? Acro tried to pin the murder on you on purpose. He did? But I'm nothing but a little old nobody, you know? But you're not, which is the reason. Hey, pal. Gonna ignore me after all the trouble to bring some evidence? Detective, don't you? Oh, forget it. I'm going home. This guy deserves to be guilty anyways. No, Detective, I'm sorry. Look, why don't you relax a little? We got a really tasty milk. How about our check, Detective? Well, if you insist. Now about the evidence they mentioned. What is it? Here you go. Huh? This was yesterday in Acrodron. Yep. And submitted the forensic results. Take a look at it later. Most Karma be mad that you're doing it. That's why this is all a secret. Huh? Look, details on a need-to-know basis. We're not really allies or anything. But everything that's happened in court until now has turned into our plan. I don't know, Miss Von Karma doesn't seem in control of things in there just now. You'll figure it out eventually, pal. Yesterday, our final plans were set into motion. Final plans? Uh-huh. Reminds me of that message from the prosecutor to you. Nothing is ever really decided until the very end. That's it. And that's it for me too, pal. I'm out of here. What did he mean by that the very end part? Not sure. It was all pretty cryptic to me. Oh, and one more thing. Ah, don't scare me like that. It looks like there's a large care package from the circus for the defendant. What, for me? It's milk. The reception area looks like some kind of dairy. Hurry up and drink it all before it spoils. Entire dairy's worth of milk? For me? Court is now back in session. Miss Von Karma, please continue from where we left off. I'd like to continue with Acro's testimony, starting with his relationship to the victim. I also like to get proof from the defense. Proof of what kind of motive Acro would have had to commit this crime. Understood. Now, Acro. Yes, Your Honor? Please proceed with your testimony. Finally, we get to the motive. Wait, Nick, are you okay? Do me a favor and don't ask questions you don't want the answer to. When we were little, we were abandoned by our parents. That's when the ringmaster of the very big circus, Russell Berry, took us in. I became an acrobat at around 9 years old. I wanted to find a way to repay the ringmaster. That was my sole purpose in life. You're such a thoughtful young man. As you heard, the witness deeply respected the victim. I wonder how anyone could think Acro to kill the man he held in such esteem. You're absolutely right. How can anyone think that, Mr. Wright? Which is why there's no real reason to trust them either. Are you sure about that, sir? Actually, that's the question I'm trying to answer myself. Why would Acro kill the ringmaster? This might be my last chance to answer that question. Let's see. What's that? Why was the ringmaster murdered? There's no need to delve into a testimony when I know the answer already. Right, I'd like to ask you a question. Go ahead, Your Honor. I'd just like to know. And can you provide an explanation of why Teatro would want the ringmaster dead? I can't provide one. Nick? Yeah, I don't even have to think about it. It was obvious from the start. Your Honor, the reason that Echo killed the ringmaster is something that can't be proven. What? That's because Echo had no reason to kill the ringmaster at all. Your foolish attempt to fool us like foolish fools is so full-heartedly foolish. Did you forget? You made an accusation against this witness, did you not? I believe it was this is the real killer of Russell Berry, ringmaster. If you want to jump to the end of things, then yes, that sounds about right. The end of things? Adro? You didn't plan to kill the ringmaster at all, did you? Ringmaster wasn't your target that night. What did you just say? I'm saying that the target the witness murder plot was not the ringmaster. Because it was never his intention to kill Russell Berry to begin with. What? Order, order! Philip, I don't care who it is, smack anyone who's out in the face twice if we must. Mr. Wright, what in the world are you trying to do in my court? Mr. Felix Wright, what in the world are you trying to do to his court? Are you attempting to play it after trying to kill someone else? Let's see. Regina Berry? This young girl, the ringmaster's daughter, correct? Afro? You were really aiming for her that night, weren't you?
Objection!
You don't need to answer that. That's a mean-spirited leading question. You can easily answer this question. If I'm wrong, all you have to do is say you're wrong. That's it. That's it, huh, Mr. Phoenix, right? Enough. Mr. Wright, allow me to... Ah! The only thing allowed to interrupt me is death itself. Huh? And that goes for you too, Mr. Phoenix, right? Show me evidence. Now! I want to know why Akro will want to kill Regina Berry. Yes, me too. I demand to see some proof. Present evidence that proves Akro was out to kill this girl.
Take that!
Akro, you remember this, don't you? It's a piece of paper we found inside Ringmaster's tailcoat. Inside the victim's tailcoat. Akro wrote this note. It's ironically entitled "To the Murderer." The purpose was to call someone to the plaza at 10 p.m. So you're saying that he called Russell Berry with that note? Yes, but there's just one problem. Problem? Akro did indeed place this note in someone's pocket. However, that someone was not the ringmaster. You mean it wasn't for... That's exactly what I mean. The person who this note was intended for was none other than Regina Berry. Order! Order! Mr. Wright, this is a little theory of yours. It's the truth, Your Honor. It isn't a theory. Simply put, Regina didn't think the note was meant for her. Which is why, the morning of the crime, she placed it on the cafeteria bulletin board. That's when her father, the ringmaster, saw the note. That's correct. Ringmaster ended up in the plaza instead of Regina. And he was killed because of that mistake instead of Regina. That's incredible. Remember the testimony that Acro gave us earlier today? Lifting the bust and looking out the window when possible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. If I were to do that, I end up falling out the window myself. After all, had I no idea who it was that arrived in the plaza, because he couldn't look down out the window to see who it actually was. I got it. Aqua thought it was Regina down in the plaza. And that's when he let the bus fly. Hey Nick, isn't Regina listening to all this from the audience? She is, unfortunately, it's gonna only get harsher from here. I hope Regina can handle it. I sure hope so. Acro wrote the note to Regina. Foolish fool, with foolishly foolish fool ideas of foolish. You're so foolish. You made me even sound like a foolhardy fool. Very well, Mr. Phoenix. Right, you're so sure. Then tell me about this line. I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Yes. What about that line? Well, if the note was meant for Regina Berry, it would mean that the note was declaring that Regina Berry is a murderer. You don't get, do you? What? What did you just say? The ringmaster knew what the note meant, which is why he went to the plaza. Place of his lovely dollar. Hold it right there, Mr. Wright. What is this incident that alluded into the note? The incident. The incident occurred 6 months ago. And now I'm more than ready to show this court what happened at the time. Moron. Wait, are you sure that relates to the present case? That does indeed, Your Honor. Everything in this case has its start in what happened 6 months ago. Really, Nick? I think so. Well then, if that's the case, then hurry up and tell us about it. What is this conclusive evidence mentioned in the note? I know I'd certainly like to know what it is. If I can't answer that question, judges don't think I'm bluffing. Achoo! 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 What kind of spicy joke is this, Mr. Phoenix, right? It isn't a joke at all. This is the evidence you asked for. What do you mean? Recall the victim was trying to take the wooden box away from him. He was doing so because this piece of decisive evidence is what inside. Another unbelievable conclusion. Very well, Miss Wright. So what exactly are you saying? Are you claiming Regina Berry killed someone with a small bottle of pepper? Taking a note on account, that's the only logical conclusion you can draw. Foolish fool who never tries of his own foolish ways. If you're so sure, Mr. Phoenix, right, then answer this question. Who was Regina Berry's intended victim? Take that! Who is this? It was Acro's younger brother. What does it prove? His younger brother isn't dead. Technically, that's true. However, Bat has been in coma for 6 months now. He's not stretched to see how Acro feels about his brother dead. Regina, she did that to him? You spend your entire life dreaming up new ways to be a fool. Naturally, the prosecution has looked into Acro's brother, Sean. 6 months ago, he was bit by a lion and found in his current comatose state. A lion? Miss Regina Berry had as an animal tamer by trade. However, no tamed animal in that position is ever trained to attack another human. They wouldn't understand the command. Moreover, Ms. Regina can never do something like that. It's not in her. So then what happened to Agro's brother? He's not the victim of an attempted murder. He's the victim of an accident. I see. Now what do we do? No one seemed to be going along with your theory. Do you think what happened to Bat was actually an accident? The lion bind Bat with no accident at all. What? You're such an amateur, Mr. Phoenix, right? There's no way that Regina would ever incite her lion to attack another human being. She may not have incited the lion to attack another human, but Regina is responsible for making the lion Bat bite Atro's brother, Bat.
Take that!
That's just a scarf, Acro. The scarf is something that Bat used to wear, correct? That's right. And who is the one who gave that to Bat? Regina. Regina gave it them. Regina. There's something more than just blood on the scarf, Your Honor. One night. That be? Pepper. 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 Regina gave the scarf to Bat right before the accident. She covered it with as much pepper as she could. What's with the silent treatment? Excuse me. With the right, you've done a good job of fingering a criminal. But out of curiosity, what was her crime? Miss Berry gave Pepper covered scarf to Bat as a present. Where is the crime in that? Still seems like the judge doesn't get it. Mr. Phoenix, right? Wasn't it said that the lion seemed to be smiling? Smiling? The lion was smiling? Right before Bat was bit by the lion. For a moment, the lion's mouth changed and it looked like he was smiling. Lions smile? Never heard of them smiling, however. Lions sneeze. Ooh. Leon wasn't trying to bite Bat at all. In reality, all he actually did was sneeze. So, the lion didn't want to bite him. He sneezed because of all the pepper on the scarf. What? You fool? Why is she always calling him a fool? You gotta be kidding me. Where's the butter, Miss Von Karma? I object. For objection's sake. Mr. Phoenix, right? This theory, you believe it? You really intend to say that this is how this joke of an accident really happened? Of course. It's the truth. The lion sneezed due to the pepper, and that's when Bat lost consciousness. Acro nearly lost his brother due to this accident, or this joke, as you put it. Which is why he tried to get his revenge against Regina. You foolish idiot. Huh. It almost does seem like a terrible joke, doesn't it? Once again, I'm impressed by your imagination, Mr. Wright. I think there's someone who treats this accident with respect it deserves. Are you telling me what I said was true? After you don't mean, you can't mean witness? Are you confirming the defendant's claim? Mr. Wright? Unfortunately, your imagination is not enough to find me guilty of murder. What do you mean by that? The pepper, the scarf, the lion. I see where you're going, but it's a bit hard to swallow. Not to mention the fact that there's even bigger problem with your theory. What would that problem be? The same problem has always been. Evidence. If I drop Max's button on top of the remaster, where is the evidence that proved that claim? You mean the conclusive evidence? The bigger problem is the murder weapon or the lack thereof. Murder weapon. The bus that the defense claims was used. If that were to be found in Agro's room, and if it was covered with the victim's blood, that would be awfully conclusive in my eyes. Yes, it would be. The bus. Nick, you gotta do something! This is the last step. If I get this one right, the case is won. Might be worthwhile to search out for his room, but why aren't you going to search his room? It looks like you finally figured things out, didn't you? Now you know the true meaning of Von Karma and total justice. I guess. If I figured with you that the least I should expect you to leave no stone unturned. Von Karma never leaves anything to chance. We already searched Aqua's room yesterday. What did you find? There's no reason to even say it. If we found what you think we found in the room, Aqua would not be here as a witness. But to put the point on it, Max Bus was not in the room. The murder weapon is still accounted for. You see, Mr. Wright? The bus wasn't in my room. He's hiding it, that's why. Furthermore, Detective Ditchamchu executed the search by complete surprise, and we took Echo directly to the prosecutor's office after that. End of story. Just wait a second. Something's funny about all this. It looks like you left the final nail to put on my coffin. But what about the scarf? The note? What about them, Mr. Wright? No offense, but only evidence relevant here is which pertain to the death of the ringmaster. You should know that by now. Do something, Nick. Don't let this case slip away. The bust, where is it now? Where is the bust right now? You're Phoenix Wright. You know where the bust is. I'm sure you do. There's not even a single clue. How am I supposed to know where the bust is? It seems this case is coming to a close. The defense and counter arguments look to have fallen short. Thank you for your support. I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Wright. I think that brings an end to a cat amalgamation of this witness. But wait, there's more. Where is Max's bust? The defense needs time to prepare to present its case. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous. I'm just bit my tongue. Huh? What? You need to... Wow! Why are you the most surprised person here? She's your aide, isn't she? Do you really have a case to present, Mr. Wright? What? Are you asking me? The rest is up to you, Nick. Good luck. Wait, you can't be serious. Acrobats always have their lives on the line, don't they? That's how Akko lived his life up until now. And it's time for us to walk across our own tightrope. If we don't, we're certain to lose. Well, she had the point there. Very well, the defense may proceed. Does I have a clue? I don't think he'll find one anytime soon. Walking the tightrope of logic, there's no room for a false step. Sink or swim, the only way through is forward. The murder weapon. Where is Max Bust now? It's obvious, the bus is in the very courtroom. It's awfully where? Allow me to pinpoint the location of one. Let's see. Acro. I'm sorry to ask this, but do you mind if I take a blanket off your wheelchair? I'm sorry, I didn't quite hear you, Mr. Wright. Well, you're a big guy and you have a pretty big wheelchair because of it. I just wanted to make sure you weren't hiding anything under that blanket. Because it seemed to me that it could be really easy to hide a bust under there. That's true. Once again, your punishment for humor hits me where it hurts, Mr. Wright. I think it's pretty amazing that you can laugh in your position. However, your lightheartedness doesn't change the fact that the bus is another. We all know that you can't leave the lodging house by yourself in your condition. That proved it's inconvenient when Miss Montana happened to search your room yesterday. If she had found the murder weapon in your room, it would have been all over. Which is why you had to hide it in the only place that you could hide it. Under your wheelchair. Which is why, after I have to ask you again. Yeah, if you have nothing to hide, remove the blanket. If you have nothing to hide. Would you please remove your blanket from your lap? Well done, Mr. Wright. Masterfully played. You fool! How could you? You've got me. I've been bad by a real pro. Actually, two of them. Franziska von Karma and Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? There's just one thing I'd like to know. How did you know to launch a surprise search on my room last night? There were two pieces of evidence, the cloak and the bust. I burned the cloak in my room and threw the ashes away with the trash. Virginia always took my trash out every morning, you know? But the bust, obviously, I can't throw that away. When you executed your search, all I could do was try to hide the bust. The only place that I could hide it quickly was under this wheelchair. But on camera, you had things all but throughout, didn't you? I completely sucked in by your calculated strategy. And now to be caught in the middle of the cart, hiding the murder weapon. There's no way I could escape that. So you got me. Well done, Mr. Wright. Well done, Miss Von Karma. It all makes sense now. I can't believe that Von Karma thought that far ahead. It's amazing. You definitely can't tell by her looking at her. I know I sure could. I can't believe it. Me? Make a mistake? Why did I order a surprise search of your room? If only I hadn't done that. It seems I finally arrived at the truth. Acro? Yes, Your Honor. Did you kill the ringmaster of the Berry Bit Circus, Mr. Bristleberry? Yes, Your Honor. I'm responsible for that crime. Acro? All my brother wanted was for Regina to like him. That's why he teased her. One day my brother sprinkled some pepper on Regina. You started sneezing so hard you couldn't help yourself from laughing. That's why Regina thought it would be funny to get him back in the same way. That's why she covered the scarf with pepper. I know she didn't mean for anything bad to happen, I know this. She just wanted to make my brother sneeze a few times too. But I just can't forgive her no matter what. What am I truly guilty of? I'm guilty of never ever being able to understand her. Your brother became a star. Regina believes in that so purely that she could laugh innocently and saying it too innocently. I just can't stand it no matter how hard I tried. That's when you decided to do something about Regina. How dreadful. So are you saying that you're a victim in all this as well? No, that's not what I mean. Oh, he's trying. I'm nothing but a murderer. That's who I am. At first I thought I'd kill myself, then I pondered giving myself up. But I couldn't just give up and leave. I just couldn't. Not yet. That's why I tried to pin this on Max. Max, I'm so sorry. Aw. I just can't up and leave yet. This has been such a strange case. It's almost a reflection of the circuits itself. I'm an idiot. I can't believe it. You beat me again. I believe this case is now beyond any point of probable discussion. Thus, I'd like to declare my verdict. Yay, Max is not guilty. The court is adjourned. To be honest, I can't be really too happy about this. After all, the Ringmaster, Regina, and Bat, I was thinking one of them was a bad person inside, huh? That's a good question, and one I don't know the answer to. Many congrats, but only amassed 1 million of them? Thank you. What's with the vibe in this room? We're just thinking about Acro. No. If you worry about people too much, then you be like this forever and never be happy. That's true. That is so true. Huh? She's been like this for a while now. And Acro will never coming back. No, everyone's gonna split up. Is the right tell me something? What do you want to know, Regina? Acro said something right at the end. Does that mean that Acro is gonna try and get his revenge on me? He's not gonna do that to you, Regina. Are you sure? Are you really sure? I can't believe. Can I believe that? Yep, Acro doesn't have any desire for revenge anymore. If that's true, then I want to see the evidence. Huh? I want to know you're not just making that stuff up about Acro not wanting revenge.
Take that!
Acro didn't want to get caught for a reason. He wanted to see his brother open his eyes again. Right. He's still alive, and you know. I never knew. But now that Acro's been caught. I know. What? I'll do it. I'll stay next to Pat as long as it takes. Until he opens his eyes. And then until he can meet Acro again. That's so sweet of you, Regina. She wants to make up for it. Sorry, Acro. I'm sorry, Pat. Well, hopefully this is enough to give her a little peace of mind. Hey, Max. What is it, Mo? We really put you through a lot, didn't we, buddy? I'm so sorry. What happened? So whenever you'd like to leave us, I'll pay your fee and rip up the contract. I understand. What a fabulous thing to do for me. I might even leave tomorrow. What's it gonna happen to the circus now? Oh, that's the big question. Our ringmaster was really an amazing person, wasn't he? Even though he's not here anymore, everyone's sticking together. the staff, the performers, no one wants to leave the circus. That's why I made a decision. What is it? I decided I would take over the new ringmaster. I'll turn the circus into the best circus this world has ever seen. Best circus the world has ever seen. Don't laugh. That's quite the goal. Yeah, I can't wait. Then I guess that changes things. Huh? There's only one thing the best circus the world has ever seen needs. The world's best illusion. Which means the circus needs the best magician the world has ever seen. Matt, let's work together and make our circus super fabulous. What do you say, big guy? I don't know what to say. All I can say is thank you. Regina, you're gonna help them out too, aren't you? I don't know. Maybe the circus would be better off without me. What are you talking about, Regina? Why do you think that I brought you to court today? We got to work together to make the very big circus bigger than it's ever been. That's right. Can't be very big circus without Regina Berry. Aw. She gotta go and help them. It seems like everything's going to turn out alright here. I can't wait to go see the best circus the world has ever seen. We'll save you the most fabulous seats. It'll take us a while to get ready, but I'm going to order special whoopee cushion seats. Them seats. See what made the case. Yesterday, Troy's raid really paid off, just like you said there. Yeah, and all figured out, didn't you? If Acro really was the killer, I thought this was the only way it could end. Especially if he was a defense attorney. I mean, with the right? Is it gonna be Edgeworth? Well, Detective, my plane is about to leave. As for Mr. Acro's case, I plan to personally stop by the chief prosecutor's office as soon as I guess I was right. It's freaking Edgeworth. I'll be waiting for you. At Edgeworth? That means he's coming back. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and call it here for now. If you guys enjoyed the video, feel free to hit that like button below and subscribe for more videos to come. See you guys later. Bye, guys.